These two wannabe gangsters stabbed a drug addict to death in his own house. Jacob Cookson and Logan Eaton took over the flat of 48-year-old drug addict Lee Smith and used it for their drug activities back in 2021. Jacob Cookson was the head of this younger faction of a Salford-based organized crime group, and his trusted friend Logan Eaton acted as his lieutenant and helped him run a successful operation in which they earned around £7,000 a week. They made so much money by using a system known as cuckooing, where the homes of drug addicts were taken over for the preparation and distribution of the drugs they sold. Lee Smith was targeted by the gang shortly after he moved into an assisted flat in the Eccles area of Manchester. They started giving him drugs to use in return for them, using his home as a base to deal from. On June 16, 2021, Jacob Cookson was assaulted by another man in Lee Smith's flat. He was hit over the head with a radio and left bleeding by the man who he had just sold drugs to. He was taken to hospital and received stitches for his injuries. He mistakenly thought that Lee Smith set up the attack. 5 days later, Jacob and Logan Eaton went to Lee Smith's flat to teach him a lesson. They entered the flat armed with knives and attacked Lee. He suffered a number of stab wounds, including one to his leg, which cut a major artery and left him unable to move as he bled to death. Lee was found dead the following day by his neighbor. Jacob and Logan were both arrested and charged with murder. In court, Jacob Cookson was found guilty of murder and sentenced to life in jail with a minimum term of 19 years. Logan Eaton was also found guilty of murder and sentenced to life in jail with a minimum term of 17 years. Follow the page and leave a comment on any other criminal cases you'd like to see on the channel.